Brittney Griner was just released from being locked up in Russia. I'm about to cover a lot, from the good parts to the bad, the love notes, and what Biden said.
Brittney will soon be back in the arms of her loved ones, and she should have been there all along.
The US did a prisoner swap with Brittney Griner, who was held in Russia, for Victor Bout, who was locked up in America for 12 years. Griner was sentenced to 9 years in Russian prison because she forgot to throw out her cannabis vape cartridges that was being used for medical reasons. This led her to being locked up in Russian custody for almost 10 months.
People with more severe crimes have gotten less than what I was given.
Victor Bout is a criminal who sold weapons to dangerous groups, which landed him the nickname the Merchant of Death. He was in prison in the US for conspiracy to support terrorist organizations and was supposed to serve 25 years in prison in America. Russia has said the Russian citizen has been returned to his homeland. Put the clap emoji in the comments, because a big reason for getting Brittney back home was because of y'all. Social media, black women, allies, and queer communities were a huge part of getting this story out. And for the Karens and Kens who yelled at black Americans to go back to your own country, well, guess what, buddy?
Bada bop boom pow.
Even Van Jones said, today is going to be a joyful moment. For all the pain, for all the criticisms, a joyful moment for the black women who led a movement to get one of their sisters home. And we can't forget the real icon, her wife, Cherelle Griner. We saw her pain through this love letter where she wrote, "People say stay busy, yet there's not a task in this world that could keep any of us from worrying about you." But now she can say this.
I'm overwhelmed with emotions, but the most important emotion that I have right now is just sincere gratitude.
But she also mentions a sad part of this story.
BG and I will remain committed to the work of getting every American home, including Paul.
The other American prisoner, Paul Whelan, is still behind bars in Russia. Paul was accused of spying, even though he says that this is not what he was doing. Biden's team have been fighting to get him back and are continuing to fight for him.
We've not forgotten about Paul Whelan.
A US official explained that the problem is Russia expressed that you can either have Griner or nobody, meaning they gave Biden no room to take Paul in exchange. Drop a heart emoji for Paul. Hopefully he makes it back soon. Share this to get the word out. It is important. To know more about the Merchant of Death, Victor Bout, like and follow, because that's what's coming up next.